because that old one is like old. That's like 10 years old.
I always, because I haven't seen it, but I know the premise.
It was just much
like based
more
on that,
positive
right?
and how to view life. And there's a lot of people that have like these really sad stories. Like my grandmother died and I inherited her house, but we don't want to move everything in her house. And it was just a really, really nice show. Like,
so what I'm hearing is that like the original was more of like, I don't know, like a pure fashion or reality TV show, and this goes more towards like human interest story.
Yes, definitely.
Kind of like
and at the end of every single episode, everyone fucking looks fabulous. Like every single piece of advice totally makes sense. And I'm like, I should French tuck my shirts now.
Do what?
What if it's
exactly, motherfucker?
What if it's like Pimp My Ride though, and it's all fake?
What if? What if they threw candy on the floor and told them to eat it?
No better stories than that.
Eat your fucking candy, you fatty.
You lied to us.
Wait, what was the thing that like
they put a goddamn cotton candy maker in his trunk and he didn't want it, but they said, "Nah, you're getting one. Oink oink."
Because you eat stuff,
you love it. And when he was looking at his old car, they made him put wrappers of candy.
Wasn't there like a soda machine or like a milkshake found that like
it didn't work?
Destroyed the integrity of the car and caused an accident or something?
Completely didn't work, and they forced it in there. And when they looked at his old car to show how bad it was, they made him throw more candy wrappers on the ground to look extra dirty.
Thing in the world.
Oink, fucking oink. Eat up,
This makes me want to go back and watch Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, me too.
And be like, oh man, they probably made him shit in that car.
We're not letting you out.
It's just
until you shit.
It's just Maury with cars.
Yeah, it's Maury with cars.
I don't know, man. Maury gets to like trash heap levels that cannot be believed.
Yeah, but this is the same. It's just only inside a car.
Like, it's one of those images that's burned into my soul forever, which is at the bottom ticker. It's like I have a deathly fear of cotton balls. And it's the man.
It's the cotton ball monster,
it's the creepy cotton ball homunculus just standing backstage ready to scare the shit out of some
We put a paternity test in your car so you can figure out what's what.
Is this car mine? This is not my car.
Like, it was just...
Did you jizz in your car?
It's that one shot. It's that one screenshot of, I have a deathly fear of balloons written at the bottom, and the woman is on the couch on the stage, and the camera is backstage with a man holding 2 mountains of balloons, getting ready to come out.
Really, like, the one that does my heart is the cotton ball, yours is the balloon one. There are like 100 identical images to that.
Yeah, and there's one that, like, as insane as it always is, there's one where this woman's like, I'm afraid of olives, right? Yeah. And they're like, oh, that's so wacky. Why are you afraid of olives? That's crazy. This guy's got a plate of olives ready to come out. And she's like, because when my grandfather died and I was like 3 or 4, they had them on his eyes as they were burying him.
Oh my God.
Because that was a thing with her culture. So seeing the olives cut on his eyes traumatized the fuck out of me, because olives mean death, and the saddest thing in my life is associated with those olives.
You see this wacky guy like
oh, we got the plates of olives!
And I'm like, silly!
Fuck you, man! That's the one, you know?
Yeah, you watched
cotton balls,
the whole episode.
Cotton balls gets me because my sister's super afraid of cotton balls.
What?
Yeah.
Why? That's so wacky!
When she touched them, they're like, no, it freaks me out. And when I touch a cotton ball, I'm like, yeah, there's something about this consistency and this texture. I can imagine people would not like this sometimes.
The only thing about it is when you rip it apart, that there's a little it's a little irritating sound to when you rip it apart. A little irritating texture to it a little bit. But, you know, my grandmother hates styrofoam. Like the sound of styrofoam rubbing together, like,
is unpleasant.
Really gets her goat. Really gets her goat.
Most of my insane phobias are for bizarre, like non-physical concepts, like odd numbers.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's going to be tough to throw at me.
Clipping and Z fighting textures are weird ones, but you go into a job where you have to spot them. You know,
I don't think those cause anxiety. Those are just unpleasant.
No, just like what the fuck? What's happening there?
So that was me watching the serial killer show, then immediately bouncing to life affirming positive.
You got to balance it out. You could go middle of the road, but instead you're going to go bang boom.
I still stand by the fact that all a real horror movie concept would need, or rather, a strong horror movie concept would be video game glitches happening in real life.
I want to say there was like a video game movie like the one with Freddy.
Oh, did you step on the wrong tile? You fell through the world.
So
you're now seeing the underside of
or like your face
of
stretching
reality
off your skeleton, like in Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
There's two different guys, and it's not glitches per se, and it's just old ass ancient internet videos.
And I know there's a video like that.
Probably no, not glitches per se.
But people have sent me a video that's like real glitches in real life.
There are a couple of guys that emulate Bethesda and PCs. And there's one in particular of a guy walking through about 30 chairs in the middle of a room, just completely normally, just walking as they screech along the floor. And there's something about that, after having spent time with those games, that just creates just the
tension,
the happiest, most awful response.
Yeah, it's dumb shit. That's also what it looks like on the floor, man, on QA. Like, Just Cause was an open-ass-ended game that encouraged that nonsense, and so, like, we had to see that.
I'm glad I never had to test an open-world game. It's just a nightmare to me when I think about it.
Like I said, I was like...
It gives me the shakes.
You're never going to get them all. That's the part that would actually freak me out really bad.
I mean, I've played open-world games where I'm like, I don't think there was ever a bug in Saints Row 3 for me, but I've never...
Well, not ones that they didn't want to be in there.
Yeah.
Requesting two Jeeps like one foot apart from each other, and having them both spawn so that the physics between the windshield and the driver's side window are interlinked, and the rest of the vehicles don't know what to do, so they just spin until they spin into the air and create like a tornado, and then just explode.
You just
fucking the madness.
I said it in Test an Open World Game, but No More Heroes 1 technically counts.
Yep.
And yeah, there is like stop signs, and like AI of cars would make them stop. And just at a certain juncture near a bridge, the cars would stop inside each other, and then the models would start clipping through a bunch. And I couldn't replicate it ever again after the version of the game came out. But like I remember they would start wigging out, and they wouldn't rise in the sky, but they'd still fuck up.
That makes me think about how Red Dead 2 is coming, and how I want.
Jaguar Men.
I want to write them a letter that says, please put all of the Red Dead 1 bugs into the game, because there's Horse Lady and Jaguar Man, and those are Cougar Man, and those are fucking A+.
Buy it on disc and disconnect your internet.
But the S rank is always going to be the horse and carriage that spawn 1 inch below the ground, and their fucking feet get stuck in the ground, and then their physics start to go crazy.
One good thing about Rockstar is they can certainly take Cougar Man and make him a quest in Red Dead 2.
They totally
do that shit all the time.
And I hope it looks like shit.
Yeah.
I hope it looks like fucking garbage.
So we're gonna find out what a friend